Tingz and Things.
And do you think between our generation and this generation, like, I used to say we were worse, but
Oh no!
I don't know.
This
no,
one.
because we had our moments. We had our
No, we had our
streets
moments.
wilding our moments.
Nah, we had our moments.
We had our.
Yeah,
I
we
mean,
did.
all right,
That's what
when
I'm
you couldn't
saying.
even
Like,
ask
I don't think anybody
when
was
we couldn't
worse.
ask people for the time because you asked people for the time, you know you was getting slashed. Like we
Yeah.
had our
Yeah.
moments,
Yeah,
but
no, I
these
agree.
kids they wicked.
No, but
They
you see, the
wicked.
reason why I feel that way is because now you have technology, aka social media,
Yes.
where everybody wants to get like a moment to feel like, oh, you see me. You get what I'm saying? So I could post this, or you see me out here in the streets
do is
acting
sell
that, or
themselves
whatever.
out.
That's what I'm saying.
Right,
But
but
at the same time, when we were younger, we didn't have that, so we were just doing shit for the fun.
But
of
where, let
what
me
was
tell
fun.
you where the line was crossed. We respected our elders.
which they don't.
Right.
This generation has no respect for elders. I have watched them. You watch countless TikToks, YouTube videos where these little girls are talking to these women or these older women on the bus,
Who could
and
be
you
their grandmother.
with their grandmother, and you sitting there like, where you getting this from?
When do you stop? When do
When do
know
you
it's an
stop?
adult
It's
adult?
yeah. At least us, we knew. We see an older person, you might be horsing around playing, might be like,
But
oh,
guys,
I'm sorry.
let's be honest though. We still had a group of kids in our time.
That was
Yeah,
Robin.
I
They
agree.
used to, you're sitting on a train, you like, oh
But-
my God.
I agree.
We did have our group
On
of
that
kids
cute
at that
train.
time.
But we respected
Right.
adults.
We
You
had
know, I
our-
feel like we respected them, but it was a matter of if we didn't know we had no relation to that adult, it's basically fuck you.
No,
Right.
that's not true.
I don't
That's not
know.
true.
I feel like that was
That's
still the
not-
thing back then.
that is not true.
Nah, there was something.
There was a time when you know your time. It's a time and place for everything.
Right.
There was we were taught that there's a time
and yeah.
place for everything. You hang with your friends, or you have all the football conversations. When you know you see a set of older women coming on the bus, and you get that. What's wrong with this shit? And you're like, oh man, I mean,
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
You're still gonna talk.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, but you don't want, once you get that turn off from an old woman, like, I don't expect that from y'all.
Right.
Yes.
You're like,
Yes.
that's like your grandmother looking at you. You're like,
Yes.
all right, I'm gonna just. You
Yeah.
still have your conversation, but I'm just gonna ease it. 'cause
Ease
I want
it, yeah.
Everybody to hear.
Right.
What my personal day was.
Absolutely.
Or whatever I was doing at that
Right.
time. Everybody don't need to know that. You understand? Because you don't know. My aunt might come up on this bus.
That's what you thought.
That's what you thought.
Yeah.
My
Yes.
grandmother friend will come up, but I see Susie outside. And she,
Yeah.
you don't want. You're like, damn, I didn't even
Yeah.
get home yet.
You didn't even get home,
And you
your-
didn't need this. You didn't need this.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Because it had already got back home already.
By the time you walk through that door, good afternoon. Good
Come here.
afternoon.
Come.
Come. Sit here. Sit here.
And you're like, what I did? And in your head is like, that was 3 hours ago.
Right.
And I wasn't even the one talking. It was Chantel, and then Chantel but Chantel, your auntie see you, and her, and you like, damn. Because again, we were a very, I truly believe in this Brooklyn, or just in general, where that community, that Caribbean community, it was the village,
Yes.
right? Like we're from Linden, right? We're not from Georgetown. We're part of Linden. Our community in Linden is very small. Not very small, but it's big, but it's small. So I've heard stories when my mother's neighbors my mother could get in trouble and the neighbor mother beating her. Or it's like, oh, Jillian, you're outside. Here we had that in some sense, right? Because you on Flatbush, you don't know who your aunt is, and she
I got
you
pulled up on Flatbush a couple times.
you on
Outside
Flatbush
not
and
too.
You see that black Maxima pull up? I'm like, oh,
Maximus.
right.
Those were the forever cars.
Yeah.
Acuras and Maximus,
my
forever
Yes.
cars.
Why he here? He's like, get your ass in this car. I'll kill you.
And you didn't have to say nothing.
Yeah,
Just give you
don't say nothing.
one look.
You just like,
So you don't want your friends to know you're getting picked up. You're like, I'm out.
Right.
But the worst when you weren't supposed to be at a party and the DJ start calling your name out at a party.
My
gosh.
Julie, your mother's at the door.
Yes.
Please hurry up. The session has to continue.
How many of times you would sit in a party like, I pray my mother, praise mommy, please don't come, I'm coming. And they come and you see and their parents are
But no,
outside.
it was no cell phone.
And their hand is like this.
I tell you, come home 9 o'clock, 12:30.
Shit, it ain't even had to be 9 o'clock. It could be 9:15.
Yes.
15
You're
minutes.
like, why you even sent me?
Why you even sent me?
know?
You know the party jump until 9:30, 10
And they didn't
10
care because that was what they said. They said
I
what
said,
they
come home
said.
at 9:30.
My mother used to be like, don't let my spit dry, and you're not in this house. I'm like, why would you be spitting on the floor? Like,
My parents used to let us. So like, kind of how we got into this event space. But we had so many parties growing up.
we did.
How was that for
Oh
y'all? Like,
my
as you saying that now, like,
It's
as
so.
teenagers and your parents having events, but
Oh.
some bacchanal going downstairs all the
God.
time.
So our parents, they had like a basement kind of speakeasy vibe growing up. So like every Friday night, my mom and them would cook. You know, your
Right.
uncle had to. So they every Friday night, all the men used to come downstairs and
Women too. I'm saying
right.
All the people there.
Very, very much men and women. But it was a vibe. So that was a Friday night vibe. Then I feel like there was a party for big family problems. We come from a big family. There was a party for everything.
everything.
Everything. You remember back in the day?
Celebrating everything.
Coats on the bed.
Oh, God.
You falling asleep on the coats. There was a party for everything. I don't know how your living room turned into an event space back in the day.
Yes,
But
the
like,
couches are gone.
All the couches are gone, and it's a party. My Sweet 16 was in the living room. And that was probably one of the biggest Sweet 16s. In 95, it was the day after Biggie died. Biggie
Before.
died the
Day before Biggie died.
No,
It was
Yes.
March 20. He died on
He died
March
on March
21st.
9th. And my
And-
party was
No,
March 10th.
March
No,
9th, March
your
8th.
party, we woke up. I remember waking up from your party and we were like, yo, Biggie died. Because we were all upstairs.
Right.
And Biggie
Oh, he died that night?
Yes, he died that
Tell you
that day.
something.
Mm-hmm.
This is upstairs in my mother's living room. I
Yeah.
think this is 90. No, not even 95. It's like 97. What year would it be?
Yeah.
And this was probably almost everybody from like No Strand, Flatbush, Heights, just like their first Sweet 16. It was so rom. It was so, the line was out the door. Just
Really?
Mother's
And this is a
living
house.
room. It's a house.
The floor is shaking. My mother's in the kitchen. Joe, watch the floor.
I had a big DJ, and I went tomorrow, but they had people from Lockland, Midwood, Weston House, like everyone was like, where you know all these people from? But everybody still talks about it to this day. So we're used to having parties, and then that just transitioned into the whole event space business. Like we
Yeah.
get to really, well, actually,
I like how that tied together.
right. Our parents had an event space before we had this. If you remember, next door they had the event.
That's where I had my
For the
Sweet
longest, I
16.
used to get them confused. I'm like, wait a minute. What?
Right.
I walk right past.
Yeah.
Sophie Noel, yeah, used to be.
So I literally know people whose kids are turning like 20, 21 this year who had their baby showers. My mom, right? So theirs was like, a little community space. And then, so if we're 10 years, they're 20. So we,
Maybe more than 20.
yeah, maybe more.
Like maybe about
25, 30.
25, 30, because
Yeah.
we've had every event. I can't even count how many events we've had next door. And I think it's about maybe 30 because we had it's crazy how much things it used to be a corner store. Used to be a corner store down there. And then when they closed off, then my parents was just like, we don't want to rent no more. Because, after a while, Korean people was like, I don't want to deal with nobody.
The pressure.
The
They can't
pressure.
take it.
So my parents was like, it's better that we just leave the space open. So
until Fee Noel, shout out to Fee Noel, Little
yes.
Caribbean.
That's the first
They
time she
open up,
rented.
yeah.
My parents have not rented to anyone until then. But for us, we were, whatever they did was all like Caribbean, like based, like it's home, right? Everything is home. Like it has to be with what makes sense for them and what makes sense
And it was
for the culture.
affordable. My parents, like, you having a baby shower.
Yeah.
People come to my mom, like, I only have $600.
Oh my gosh, the
And they-
$600 parties.
yeah.
I'm like, I'm gonna charge them $3. I'm like,
Ma.
She be
We're
like, oh,
we're like, when we open up our studio,
don't think about it.
don't have your friends.
Y'all
come
said
to
Ma,
us.
you're not in it. I
Right.
know.
She be like, just give them
Oh
a
my
little tree.
gosh, you only have $400 to have a wedding. What? Ma. So my mother will always have the joke. She'd be like, I don't know. Y'all got to ask Deidre and Jolene. There's a very expensive place they have. They charge a lot of money. We like, we do. We do. Because we put our heart.
You're part of it, right?
Yeah.
And to keep it afloat.
I think a lot of people tend to look for the cheap way about doing things and everything,
Right.
but you gotta remember, like at the same time, you're running a business. Like you can't be mad and everything. Like I've been fortunate to be around multiple people that actually run businesses and everything, and
Right.
I see the work that they have to put into it. And sometimes I'm like, yo, you're underselling yourself a little bit.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, that's your friend, but like you gotta separate business from personal
100%.
at the same time. So
It's
like,
difficult.
yeah.
I
It's
remember when we
difficult.
first opened up, I went to a workshop, a networking event on Park Avenue. And I had my tag on and it said Jolie Studios. So a couple of the managers were like, oh my God, you guys are Jolie Studio. And that's when you don't know your worth. And we really just didn't know how much impact we were having.
How much people well know your
Right.
space.
Like, so we were just like, she's like, oh my God, I follow you guys. Like how you guys just built this like little brand and how much it's growing. Longer story short, she's like, I'm gonna come down and visit the studio. So she came. She goes, how much do you charge? They're like $800. She's like, oh, that's why you're always booked out. Of course you're gonna be booked out because I was bragging. I'm like, oh, we're booked out every weekend. She's like, yeah, $800. She's like, yeah,
In New York.
1,000, right? 1,000 prime location on Nostrand Avenue. with the
Easily
backyard,
accessible.
Easily accessible. This is about like 8 years ago. So she sat down and had a heart to heart with me as a Black woman in the events industry. She was like, it ain't for everybody, right? But we give you quality stuff here. You know what I mean? We're very hands-on. She's like, know your value, know your worth.
Yeah.
And,
Yeah.
you know, they'll be
But
back.
just, yeah, any
As long as you
business
have
in
good
general.
quality.
Once you have the idea and you know what you're worth, then nothing can stop you.
Yeah.
Like, it's not easy. I will say it's not easy maintaining it. We are very fortunate that, you know, we own the building. We don't rent it, right? So owning it, we kind of manage. We know we have to pay the mortgage, but
Right.
to rent it and to, you know, that's sometimes the people I hear like, oh, my rent is $6,000. I'm like, Jesus Christ, $6,000. And if you know, for us is we pay mortgage, so we don't got no choice. This belongs to us, but we put, so I can't say, I would say we, but I definitely give my sister her flowers because a lot of this is love and labor from where this developed from, was from a previous business, and this was her baby
that
she built. So like a lot of this is where I'm just sometimes like, Joe, like wrap this shit up. She's like, nah, this is my baby.
Yeah.
Right? This is her baby before her baby. Before her baby. So owning it and then having a lot of people like undervalue you sometimes when people come in, they're like, oh, you own $1,500 is a lot. You like, no, because actually, I want y'all to know, Con Edison has a delivery fee, and it's very expensive. We gotta pay for light, we gotta pay for water, we pay taxes. This is a lot to maintain,
Right, to maintain and to keep flow.
and to keep afloat. Like,
it's not a constant open like it's a daycare like everybody's
No.
here every day.
Right.
Yeah.
So when
It
they
is a
do events
lot.
because you know you have a lot of people and there's a lot of event spots.
Right.
yes,
There is, but in my head I'm like the competition, and I won't say the competition because people know who you are. So how does somebody like say somebody open down the block or 2 blocks up?
Every day. It
Every
happened
day.
every day. And then it went from that. I'm sorry to cut you, but it
Go
went
ahead.
from like people opening up and then we'll look at, I'm like, oh my God, that looks just like,
Like yeah,
Just like-
you know, but you know,
that's why they don't
imitation is
last long.
flattery, right? Right. But we like post-COVID, pre-COVID, we were having a difficult time because remember everybody wanted to turn.
Yeah.
They want a big space. And then
Right.
post-COVID, they wanted intimacy. So we were doing really good
Yeah.
right out of
Right.
COVID. And then I guess when people saw how well we were doing, we would have people come shop around. Like they'll come and shop. They'll act like they were wanting to rent the venue. We're not gatekeepers at all.
Right.
So
No, they
I
don't
will
talk about
honestly say that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you know, if you ask like, how did you get this? We'll talk you through like you know what it takes to open up an event space and manage it as female business owners in a male, predominantly male. Because I feel like
Industry.
right, and I feel like sometimes men front the women too.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, there were a lot of venues that opened up, and we still support because what a lot of these venues don't know is like if we can't accommodate, we'll say like, oh, you should go up here.
Right. They could hold another 1,000
Yeah.
or whatever.
But it was tough. It was oversaturated.
what made us win is again, we own it.
Right.
You rent it.
Yeah.
That's the
right?
difference.
We have like when you rent it, you got to come up with
Pay
everybody's
somebody
money,
else, yeah.
$6,000,
Yeah.
$5,000
To keep the
to
space.
keep it.
Yeah.
We have no choice. Mortgage got to get paid.
Right.
So when they renting, they can't maintain the $6,000. Sometimes it's a lot for them, and they still have their home.
Because you want to make profit.
Right. They still have to pay their rent over there. They still have to. This $6,000 is paying just for this venue, but then they still have to pay their mortgage. They still got kids. For us, we pay $5,000. We pay our mortgage. We live here.
Yeah.
Right.
That's it.
That's it. You don't have to go down. You don't have to go
Right.
Eastern Parkway and pay for your house.
No,
Yeah,
we
yeah.
this is so it was a lot of people that was opening up, and it seemed so easy. Like I'm open up a venue, and then when time realized, you like, oh, I
I
can't
still got to
maintain it.
pay for the venue spot and eat.
Right, I still gotta clean.
Right.
and I'm negotiating. I gotta buy product. I got chairs. I got tables, and some of these
And you have
things,
to pay staff.
and you gotta pay staff.
Yeah.
And it's not cheap.
No, so we survived because. One, again, we come from a great community about if Jolene, my mother would come downstairs, we'll be upstairs, and she is mopping out the venue. My mom comes downstairs, we look through the camera, I'm
Once
like,
again, support from the yeah.
That's not my mom. That's That's our
So
one
we
of
have a really
amazing.
She's from Virgin Islands.
Oh
And
God.
Bigger up, of course.
What? Miss Marva?
British or U.S.?
Let me.
She can make
From
anything.
Totola. I don't know.
Totola, okay, I
Yeah,
think
St.
that's
John's.
St. John's.
St. John's.
From St.
Okay,
John's.
I'm not sure.
Let me
about
tell you, she could build
She built
anything.
anything.
Yeah.
She built this bar.
She built the bar.
She's like, Joe, don't worry, I gonna build a tent. Don't worry, I gonna build a tent. Yeah.
She builds everything in here, and she is by herself, like single-handedly
Yeah.
keeps Jolie Studio afloat. Like we'll come in and Marva done painted and built a whole new thing. You're like, Marva, when you did that? She's like, oh, I did it last night. You like.
that. Big up Miss Marva.
Miss Marva is amazing.
Yeah.
She would go on a ladder. She would wire stuff. She changed the light in the bathroom.
Yeah.
And you need electricians. I was like, Marva, how you did that? She was like, don't worry.
I used to build houses.
talented.
I used to St. John's.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. People like Marva, you want to get all your knowledge from because you're
Yes.
not here for long.
Oh,
You're not
gosh.
here for- You're not
Yeah.
here for
A short, yeah.
but you enjoy the time that you're here. So Miss Marva, you gotta put the rest of them on because when you decide to say I need a break,
What, let me tell you, Miss Marva is gone for the day. I was sitting there, I'm like, oh, God. When she not here, I'm like, Jolene,
see,
don't make me do it. I don't want to mop.
You don't like to mop.
I don't like to mop.
and that's why I be saying like we need to grasp what our parents, our aunties,
Yeah.
Yeah.
because
Before you lose the traditions and everything. Yeah.
Right.
We bad. We bad. Which
Right.
generation's bad?
Right? Is it us or we don't want to pick up?
So what are we
they
gonna
I think
do?
did?
we're tired. We're tired.
But what we
too.
gonna
Tired
do?
before we even get anywhere?
Right.
Like you gonna lose a lot of that tradition and culture by
Right.
doing that
I'm
too
scared.
at the
Keep
same
saying
time.
we tired. Who
Now,
gonna make the roti? Who gonna make
I
the
was
pho?
thinking that
Who gonna do it?
you seen that Instagram post, right? Is this Guyanese?
ChatGPT.
Yeah.
This Guyanese lady.
They gonna run it down to you.
She calls her niece and she was like, Chantel, y'all ain't telling me y'all making sandwich for the baby shower. And you like,
Yeah,
oh
yeah,
my,
yeah.
like, cause it
That
really
was funny.
stops at us. It really, like my fear is my baby shower, listen, my son is half Haitian, half Guyanese. I had all cultures of food. I was lit.
What
My
gonna
son, let me tell you something. We ordering fucking yummies. Hear me. You understand? Because you can't ask me to make a pan of curry, a pan of curry chicken, jerk pork, griot.
You
black
can make it,
I can
but
make
it's
it.
how they stand up in the kitchen from
All day.
morning.
They sit in a chair. I was just talking about something. I remember growing up and your parents is cooking and they don't leave the kitchen.
They don't.
They sit. Me, I leave the kitchen. I go in the bed. I lay down. I'm like,
You gotta get
They
it up
don't.
and go check on pots and pans and all that.
And you peel out, every rice and peas. You're like, oh, I forgot. Let me get up.
yes.
And your parents don't even like, what is it? Is it us?
Is it
It has
us?
to be, cause like
It's, oh my
like what I do now, like when Sundays come, Saturdays I use.
You know, Sunday's supposed to be big lunch Sundays, right?
Right. So
big.
watch this. So Saturdays,
over here ordering
that's
Chinese
my
food.
cleaning day, right? So I just like clean everything on Saturday.
Right.
Sunday come, I wake up, I literally make breakfast and dinner same time.
Could never.
How you making breakfast at the same
Could
time?
never.
Because
You making saltfish all day?
listen, no, cause I'll do my stewed chicken, I'll do my curry shrimp, my curry goat, or whatever I'm making.
Damn.
I'll just
Right.
make it from early.
I'm taking
so
a
I ain't
nap.
gotta do the shit the rest of the day. You know what I'm saying? My breakfast will probably be.
Toast and butter.
Now I'll probably make some porridge sometimes. So I'll do porridge. I would do.
I'm frying 2 eggs and going back in my
yeah,
bed. You understand?
I'll do that or whatever. Make a
Let me
smoothie
get
or
an egg and cheese
something.
in a roll.
Yeah.
Right. Make sure my roll toasted.
Toast it with butter.
But that's
All right?
how, but that's what I saw my grandmother doing.
Right.
Right.
So I will follow after her
Right.
and listening
But
to
I did
music and
too.
everything.
Right.
Whatever. So
I did.
Right, you know your parents
I did
jamming
too.
the music in the back and they cook and you're like, wow.
Yeah.
And you just say like, you're making the callaloo come and just
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
You're making the pie come and just now.
Right.
My grandmother used to fry plantain.
Yeah.
Yes, my
She'll
grandmother
make enough
fried
plantain to go
plantain
for
with.
breakfast and dinner because you have like she'll make some.
But don't ask me to do it right now.
Oh yeah, that's.
Don't ask me to do it right now.
I think it's us. 'Cause
It's-
it's not, what are we going to pass on to the
Okay, so another thing though is like, so when you get a man like you, right, who makes everything and get up and
like-
why would I want to get up and do it? Right?
mean,
Do you
like-
do you believe do you believe
There's gotta be a
in
balance.
do you believe in gender roles? Like,
Yes.
when you get married, you're not gonna get up and make breakfast and
No,
dinner.
like I don't have a problem with it, but I do know that we have to like have a balance because I'm not doing that shit every single day.
But you
and
already
everything
doing
like
it
that.
now. Don't change
Yeah, but I'm doing
us.
it for myself, of course. Whatever, but now I gotta do it for
Act
somebody
like you're by
else.
yourself.
You understand what I'm saying?
That's what
twin.
it
Yes.
depends on what's she gonna do then. So if that's the case, if I'm doing that, you paying the bills too then, right?
What?
She's doing the
No, but you know the funny thing is,
I pay all my bills now.
us
And
women,
You know what? I pay the bills for that.
Right. We take it. We gonna take it.
I pay the bills as long as you coming home to a cotton.
Yo, I pay your bills, baby.
She can pay.
Make sure I got food on the table.
I am
Make
paying the
sure that
bills. Don't worry, I
laundry's
got your
done.
car note. I got you.
Yo, we have taken on the road like, yo, as long as I come home to a hot meal,
meal?
you don't got nothing to
You
worry
don't gotta
about,
worry
baby.
about no
I'm
bill.
Make
here.
sure the TV's put up properly. Don't ask me to do that. None of that.
The same thing about what I think, especially now, our generation of it. We like, there's somebody, we could pay somebody to do it. You don't got to do it, honey. As long as you know that it's an inconvenience.
It's gonna get done.
It's going to get done.
Yeah.
But as long as you make my life easy, I promise you, this is a soul train. You don't got nothing to worry about.
All you gotta do is lift for the knife, fork, and season.
That's it.
That's it.
Being that it is carnival season, and for some reason, I don't ever hear much about Guyana Carnival. Like, is there a guy?
Is it?
Is there a Guyana Carnival?
There's
Like,
definitely a
Okay.
First of all, it's Guyana Carnival. It's Mash Marani. It is Easter weekend. Any Guyanese people would
All in one.
every month.
Oh,
Started
so
from
something
February.
happening every day in Guyana.
Guyanese people have any reason to celebrate, we will celebrate.
I had an
As you
ex that was
should.
Guyanese. I know.
We find a reason to celebrate for anything. She baked cheese straw, we celebrating. He get married, we celebrating. But my Guyana Carnival is in May, around the Independence. But then we also have Mash Marani, which is around this time.
That's also like a carnival. Like a,
It's also like it's a mix. It's like with
I
don't get me
feel
to
it's
lie.
as commercialized. I think like they have their history, like as all islands and all
Yeah.
countries, like they all have like their
time.
time.
right? Like, and it might be that time when they all came out to celebrate while the slaves had an opportunity
Right.
too. So I feel like that's the dominant narrative for all Caribbean
Right.
or Central American countries. Like they have their time when they can celebrate and their
Yeah.
history. So I don't think that not all countries or islands.
Are as commercial.
Right.
Like
You know what I
Panama
mean?
definitely
but
probably
they-
has a
yeah,
carnival.
but
Belize has a
everybody
carnival.
their-
I think for us, what happens with Guyana is that it's a touchy subject. I personally feel like sometimes people still don't recognize us as part of the Caribbean.
Yeah.
Right.
There's always that
A lot
joke
of
that
people
goes
don't
on.
think
There's
they
always that joke that goes on.
We're South America.
Yeah.
But we're South American. We are. We're the only English-speaking country in South America. But the truth is that a lot of it landed here. Like we didn't choose it. We didn't raise our hands and say like we don't want to be Caribbean. We still associate. We still have the same heritage. The same slaves that was dropped in Guyana was still slaves to drop to Trinidad.
Of course,
The
dropped in
same-
Jamaica, dropped in
It's just different
Right.
colonizers, essentially. Right.
Absolutely.
Right,
So-
our masters.
right. The Trinidad was Spanish. Was
Right.
was British.
And here are we talking. My name is Trinidad and Tobago.
Right.
Same thing with Jamaica.
Yeah,
Same thing with Jamaica.
You lied.
The Spanish got out in like the 16 or 1700s or something like that or whatever.
Yeah.
So
Let me
it's-
tell you something. You
it's-
can't tell
everybody's
Trinidad
just
is
been
not Trinidad
changed
and
over.
Tobago.
Yeah,
That-
pretty much.
because
Yeah.
Trinidad is really Trinidad and Tobago, but it's a Spanish. We was controlled by the Spanish, so it's like
I think there's
Trinidad.
actually like a city called Trinidad in
Tobago.
No, there's a
No.
city called Trinidad.
In Trinidad, in
Yeah.
Spain,
right.
Is it in Spain?
it's in a Spanish country. I feel like
Right. Yeah.
But when we look at the Port of Spain. Look
Yes.
At the names.
Right.
Arima.
Right.
Yes.
Cuba. Look at the names we call it.
Right.
Well, that's why the Venezuelans are coming over to you.
Right. They're like,
They coming over.
we home.
Yeah.
We home.
Yeah.
So
Shagaramas. Look at the names y'all calling. These are all
Yeah.
Spanish names.
Right.
So for Guyanese people, they felt like we feel like we're just one. We're the same people, right? We celebrate the same culture. We eat the same things. Well, you right next door.
Yeah,
Hello.
yeah, yeah.
Before you get to Guyana, you just stop in Trinidad to come to Guyana. So I feel like one, and it's also is that thing was like not everybody need to know.
No.
You know what I mean?
It
like
ain't for everybody.
it ain't for everybody. Like Guyana has their own little special, unique place, and I think we're so culturally. We can be with the Spanish, we could be with the Caribbean, we could be with the Americans, but it's just that place where people kind of like separate us out. Like
It's a geographic.
Yeah.
It's a geographic influence. It's kind of like you have to be educated and not ignorant about it at this time. Like we're
Yes.
past that time where
Where you're just
everybody has access
excluding
to
us, yeah.
information.
Yes.
Yeah.
So like if we could think about it, if I'm Black American and I live in North Carolina, like along the coast, right? If I live in South Carolina, Gullah, does that mean that I'm still not Black American if I live in Missouri? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
does it mean I'm not Black American? I'm Puerto Rican. I'm from America.
right.
Fair enough.
Right.
Well, that's
Very
what
fair
person
enough.
was saying about Bad Bunny, but you know.
Right, right, right.
That's not here.
Even
There.
American, right?
Yeah, but sometimes these are debates I don't even get.
Yeah.
So I'm a straight African American studies minor. So if you say 1 + 1 is 3, that's what it is, right? But if I know I've studied it, I understand
Yeah.
linguistics, I understand dialect, I understand the diaspora.
That
That's it.
a lot of
It's
people
yeah.
get things confused. Like there's a difference between ethnicity and race,
Correct.
and everything. And then you gotta realize, like, then you have whoever quote unquote colonized where you're from. So then that's a removal of your culture. Now you're picking up a different culture,
Right.
and everything. So yeah, it's just a variance. Like culturally, yes, Guyana is part of the Caribbean. Geographically, is part of South America.
Absolutely.
Nobody's arguing that and everything.
Yeah.
So same thing with French Guyana and Suriname.
Yeah.
But where's
And
the
everything.
headquarters of CARICOM?
In Guyana.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
She had to make that legal.
Go ahead. You gotta do the thing too.
I would do it, but I put myself out.
They definitely did.
I would do it, but we ain't in it.
That's funny.
But Carnival is fun. Carnival is, let me tell you something. Carnival is a time in Guyana. I'm not going to lie to you. It is a time. It is one of those moments where it's a city that doesn't sleep. It does. No, they don't sleep.
And they have good concerts too.
They have-
they have a lot of great artists that come out.
Is it in Georgetown?
Most of them are in Georgetown. But then
Okay.
guess what? The way that we roll is that then you have Carnival, then there's Linden Week.
There's Linden Town.
Where Linden Town Weeks, where it's a week of non-stop partying. I mean, sun up, sun down. It don't matter if you are tired. You partying. And Linden is not it's big, but not big. So it's like you partying. The parties are in an open field and you up. When the party done, you got to get dressed. It's like Trinidad Carnival
Non-stop going.
on steroids, because Guyanese people feel like if they sleep, something happening. Something
Missing out.
We missing.
missing
You
out.
missing. And you got to eat.
Right.
And the moment you sleep, you gotta wake up, because you see when the mosquitoes bite, you be like, oh God. But it's a time. It's a time to be had. And I think one thing about Guyana that I feel like people miss out is that we are such a we have so much fun, and we don't we don't care. Like, we want to have a good time because we celebrate life.
I feel like because just like in the beginning, I was talking about, if we're not as like Jamaica's very much advertised. If we're not advertised as how Jamaica is, where the commercials to be pushed, like that was my concern too. You're not getting so much
Exposure.
Yeah,
it's nerve-wracking to me a little bit.
because it's
I
too
love
much.
the fact that we're getting exposed, but when we already got, you know what I'm saying? I don't want to be taken over where you can't be free as a Caribbean.
You can't
person.
enjoy it.
Right.
You can't
understand?
enjoy it.
So when you now that you're talking, I would have never thought that about, because it's not as advertised.
Right.
Yeah.
To say, well, oh God,
It's still kind of on the low key kind of thing.
But those are the best parties.
That's
Those
what
are
I'm
the
saying.
best events when not everybody
You know who else has really good carnival, really good parties, but it's also very low-kept Suriname too. Like, they have a whole vibe in Suriname.
They speak
right?
Dutch, right?
Yeah. they
Look at
speak
St.
Dutch.
Martin.
Yeah.
St. Martin is
One had one.
dope.
There's some people that they
Must be
hold
dope.
on to what they have. It's localized and it still keeps it, pure, the quality of it. They're still tourists, but it's still, and I'm sure sometimes that's how it might feel in Trinidad as well too. Like carnival is carnival, but you still like there's still traditional.
Like,
people don't like
our borrow day. It's
Yes.
getting a big thing now.
Yes.
Right.
And like I said, I'm a little nervous because it went to it's just us, and I was just
That's what
Yeah,
I
everybody. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's like, for example, y'all had Soca weekend the other day, right? Where it was a small thing, and now it's a
That's in
big-
January, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It went from something, and that's why I think that we kind of like, okay, just because it's not out there doesn't mean it's not good.
Right.
Right.
Right?
Right.
Some things the best things are kept secret.
secret.
Right.
And that's how I felt for Trinidad. Like,
Yes.
yes, Carnival was a thing, but we wasn't out there as media have us out there now. So it was the whole community coming out having a good time. It's people you know. Hey, Miss Carnival,
Yes.
oh, Jill, I've seen it. Now it's like, oh, where you from? You're from Canada. Oh,
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
you're from Brazil. Oh,
I'm a TikTok
yeah.
creator,
Oh, you from
content.
Russia.
Yes.
You from Japan?
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's lose.
And now, taken over by the influencers.
Yeah.
I mean, you know what I mean?
Influencers
Right.
come down,
Yeah,
no
yeah.
disrespect to you guys, but
And you want people to know. The truth is, like, some things don't mean to be, but when it's too out there, it loses its essence.
Value and
The
everything.
culture.
Yeah.
I feel like
Yeah.
with Guyana Carnival or Guyana experiences, even still, the party times, and it is such a great experience because it feels like home. You know, when you come in home and you, like we said earlier about the house party lover, it's like, man, I ain't seen you in a long time. The kids getting big.
Right, and they're excited. They know they're excited.
And the artists are like, damn, I feel, you know, a lot of the DJs.
There's no itinerary.
Yeah, like they feel the energy because it's pure. It's not like it's like everybody's on their phone. Sometimes in these moments, people don't hear about it because it's not on your phone. I'm not recording in the moment.
That's how I feel of Trinidad. It's not like
in Guyana, not everybody on their phone because you over there, you're backballing somebody, you're waltzing, you doing all.
Happening the food, you drinking.
Come on.
Like, bring me too.
Yeah.
You having a time.
Okay, that's dope. That's
So don't worry, we do have stuff, not just
It's
carnival.
just not popular. It's just not pop.
No,
You can't say popular,
It's
but you just
popular
gotta
rock.
be in the
It's not
right.
out there.
Right. You
It's
gotta
not
know to know.
broadcast.
You gotta
Right.
It's not commercialized.
You got
And again, we might be saying that, but then again,
It might be out there
right
too.
here. But
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
to let's say, you know, the Canadian population, or even in England, like
Yeah.
They might know
be
about
a big,
it.
it's
It's a big thing.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
You know?
Right,
Right.
they over there already saying like we got our hotel. What about you? And you
And
like,
there's gonna be some viewers watching this, like, what they talk about?
They lying.
This is
Yeah.
a big vibe, right?
Viewers, I'm just going off of
Right.
what I hear. Like, I don't normally hear or see. Maybe it's my algorithm that I don't hear much about the Guyanese.
No, because we're so used to
Carnival
it
and
has to
everything.
be trending.
Yeah.
That's
It
the
has
problem.
to
probably
be
what it is,
trending.
yeah.
If it's not trending, it's not worth, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
You're all into it. And it's like, no, that's not how it's supposed
It's
to
a
be.
big deal.
It's a big
Yeah.
deal.
It's a big deal.
I
I'm
mean,
not even gonna play it down.
It's a big deal. I say this to say also, like, think about when there's Jamaica, when in Jamaica they have these weekends, and you be on your random timeline, you like, what weekend is going on in Jamaica? And it's thousands
And
of
I remember
people.
when
Yeah.
Frenchman's was just a quiet, calm, if you know, you know.
Right.
Yeah.
Yes.
And now I'm like, I don't even know.
Right.
Everybody at
Everybody
Frenchman's
there.
now.
Like,
So it's the
Everybody
same
there.
thing. Like, yeah, to us it might be a little bit because we don't know, but to your point, it might be. It's the people from Japan that's flying to
you
Guyana.
go.
Yeah.
It's
There
the
you go.
Chinese. It's the
Right. They're in-
Indians.
they're
They
in it.
lit.
They're in
Yeah.
it.
They lit, and they just like don't tell everybody because we don't
Right.
want everybody to know. This
Right,
is
right,
our
right.
thing. Like, let's keep this between us, and it's
And
gonna
the
get
community.
big. Guys, thank you so much for having us. We are
problem.
so happy to be a part of this. You guys are gonna grow. I always say, I just pray that God continues to bless you with the talent that
Thank
you
you,
guys
thank you,
have.
thank you, thank you, thank you.
So anytime, please, we are here to support.
Definitely,
celebrate.
definitely. We'll connect and do something like a little exclusive, like Jolie Studios times TNT
Like a
kind of
karaoke game night.
Hey,
You know,
listen, we,
That's
you
nice.
know, we love a little karaoke.
you know me, I love my dominoes, so like,
We could karaoke and
Yeah,
play
game night,
dominoes
yeah,
at the
that's
same
same time.
time.
Make it
Karaoke,
work.
Domino's, chillin' vibes.
yeah,
Yes.
there you go.
Better
While
than that.
podcasting, like
While
yeah.
podcasting.
Podcasting,
Listen,
yeah.
live stream
Everybody.
it.
You know how Caribbean people, we have 7 jobs.
That's
Hilarious.
until morning.
Yes.
Because you know everybody has something to say.
Something to
And
say.
not just one Caribbean culture.
It's a beautiful.
Yeah, hallelujah, one family.
Amen.
We say that's one love.
Yes.
There you
No
go.
matter where you come from, well, no matter the color of your flag as well.
Wait until you start saying where you're born.
All
I
right.
only say that because everybody's act like, I'm not going back there. So where you going?
It's like, duh.
You see Trump calling nice on us right now?
Yeah.
And he calling for the people that be here, that's from born and raised.
So that's for me. Yeah, I was born and raised here. This man saying, yeah, take him out.
Hilarious.
Hilarious.
Right.
But you know,
All right.
Topic for another day.
a topic for another
Bye,
day.
guys.
From the Jolie Studios crew, from the TNT crew, we out. Easy.
Bye.
Bless. Boom.
Tingz and things.